Albany to Esperance, and revisiting Bremer Bay. Back to a mooring in Johnson's Cove in Oyster Harbour to wait out some easterlies. Our new Albany friends Karen and Greg joined us in their yacht. Through the shallows again to a nice mooring. Night view back to Emu Point. Our private beach again. Voyager Park. Looking back to the Emu Point restaurant. Greg, trying to rouse the seagulls into action. In the calm water, I had to attend to some issues at the top of the mizzenmast. Sitting in a bosun's chair after climbing the mast. With Sue hauling the seat up behind me on a winch, in case I lost my cool. With a favourable wind, we headed off to Cheney's Beach. On the way, the trailing lure caught a nice-sized bluefin tuna. Of course, the first meal from it was dish of tuna sashimi. After a day at Cheney's, an early start for the 110k sail to Bremer Bay. As usual, Dosha was keen to go ashore when we arrived. We had taken up a vacant mooring close to shore. But the local fishermen said it could be unreliable in the coming north to northeast blow. Fortunately, we moved to a now vacant Orcatua ferry mooring. It came in that night at 30 to 40 knots, 70 kilometres per hour. With a fetch to the north of the harbour of 5k or more, it was very bouncy. A bit easier next morning, but we were now into winter weather. We had to sit out 3 quick winter fronts, but there was still some tuna left. And fisherman Doug caught a few squid. With favourable winds, it was a long overnight sail of 250k to Esperance. Boat training not working at sea, so Dosha not very comfortable after a day on board. Into Esperance Harbour. To anchor at the beach near the Yacht Club Marina. Next day, we moved into a marina berth. Beside the large tourist boat at the jetty end. The historic Taylor Street Quarters Cafe was very close to the marina. A favourite, while we upgraded some boat systems. First, 2 new larger solar panels to replace the old one. Dosha happy with walks on dry land. Or sleeping in the boat saloon. Or morning tea with mummy. The lighthouse sculpture near the marina. Esperance is a major iron or export harbour and the largest nickel exporter in the southern hemisphere. Also grain and spodumene, a lithium ore. Four days later, iron or ship ready to sail. Seal sculpture in the roundabout. Next installation was the replacement wind generator. Dosha managed to get herself tangled up in the bedding, but seemed happy to stay there. The new secondary and bigger fuel tank arrived. We hired a car for a few errands, like taking Dosha to the airport. We had decided that she couldn't handle the long bike crossing. We also did some tourism around Esperance. The local wind farm, early adopters, so the turbines were rather small. Pour Dosha into a crate and off for a flight to Perth and our friend Kerry. And a few hours later, happily at home with Kerry, until we could fly her back to Adelaide. Finally, the new fuel tank was installed and plumbed. And new dual filters as well. We were ready to continue to Ceduna. A final drink at the nearby restaurant, overlooking the marina. A later than intended start to our crossing of the Great Australian Bight.